The traditional and established territories of the peoples of the Book in the Holy Land. The peoples of the Book, Muslims, Jews, and Christians in the Holy Land, are pro-Sem, and in favor of cities of light and love with Sal's-encoded medallions. Constitutionally developed with capitalist Ltd. Economic justice, the gates of Old Jerusalem open through its FML fire to the chosen occupational letters of freedom. Volatile, the constitutional consciousness pricked into being in the FML fire spreads to cities and towns around the world. As the One Divide is built an era above the raw money foundation, the constitutionally unconscious excesses of death are mowed down. Chaos becomes order, as the junglic economic fertility is transformed into the garden of freedom. And through the fourth gate is the old country with markets and talent fully fledged. With the whole medallion is extended an olive branch to every individual now and for all times to freedoms free. The final foundational destinations are the economic fields east, west, and the second-order forces at cooperative security heights. And from core to the Holy Land's GCC and IFDC money-generating star, the capital of love beauty in a crown of roses paces. In the FML fire-scored settlements in the Holy Land, the zero is dead. The cities and towns to the Jordan River's west are upright with FML fires, and the three-class rule is calibrated in H1 to 24 tier marks. The West Banks make calculations of incometude from H1 up to a maximum of H24. Throughout the lands from the Jordan River to the Mediterranean Sea, the flags of the three faiths fly above the double blue standard. 99 in number are the attributes of constitutional good brought on by IFDC money. The capitalist Ltd. Economy, its three competitive intensities, three and national class rule, and three fields, is up for our intelligence extension in the FML fires cannot be corrupted. In the imperial jewels of Islam, through 99 names is known Allah. Mortals are shadows of the heavenly real. And now, with the new center of FML fire light in the One Divide skies, the lettered shadows in the medallions of all men make foundational freedom real. Capitalist Ltd. Economic justice, the second wave of the digital revolution, delivers. Truth expands with the empire of serious love, city of light by city of light. And this is the second coming. With the head and whole medallions, the old money tables are flipped. Our intelligence extension in the FML fires systematizes the love of our neighbor to be two freedoms free, and in reception of equality of national security. Our old capitalist extremist sins cannot survive in the new One Divide lit skies. Three economic fields of gold-spoked coins, cooperative security silver, and urban and rural blue open to all who keep the Sabbath, and who church in the Holy Sepulchre and mosque in the Dome of the Rock. Because every city and town in the Holy Land is elevating the cooperative security centers, the FML fires are pillars of cooperative defense. The no longer necessary economic evils of death the believer and whole medallion wielder finds under the One Divide. This is the first constitutional protective edge. From within the third temple, Jewish youths enter the three and national class ruling structure that bespeaks, with the gilded paradisaic incorporation as a complement, godliness. By the branching menorah's flames, the seven gates and a capitalist Ltd. Economy open to occupational self-election. The constitutional development, with intelligence in the fire and peace, as the capitalist Ltd. Institutional and business destinations cleanses the lie from the promised land and summons no enemies. There was a full gray government air, a mono-denomination of wealth money modernizing environment stuffed with full gray laws. Government with respect to the constitutional laws, that is, the nationally endemic constitutional laws, was non-existent. The full gray laws were a block of the chaos-permitting anti-governments and the mono-denomination of wealth money and expanding gridlock. On point, seeing with light through the gates of freedom in the IFDC money in favor of one's own and one another, the Jews, Christians, and Muslims prick the Holy Land open with first constitutional governance. The FML fire, with regalia of the three faiths in the surrounds, opens where there was cultic darkness and military madness before. Eyes are created in the FML FIRE, the Intel Modernized Governing Center of Jerusalem, Tel Aviv, Bethlehem, and Rafah, to maintain the orders, balances, and links of constitutional health, to honor everyone with a first freedom in the capitalist LTD economy, in addition to a belonging in the noble traditions of heaven. Jews, Muslims, and Christians, admonish one another to take the snow marks and lettered shadows as engravings into thine and thy neighbor's first freedom medallions. As tablets from the constitutional Sinai, to each sacred soul these are to be given. There's an exodus, a revolution, and a movement of the people out of the full grayness and 5 occupational evils onto the one divide of cities of light and cooperative security heights, and into capitalist LTD economic freedom. Take the head and home medallions and help flip the tables of the old raw money to the swamp of the 5 excesses, and so elect the Holy Land's capital of love beauty to Alexandria, where is built the cobalt blue continent's first point center. Build the FML FIREs and the one plateau above the raw, and to the 3 fields all will come. In the Holy Land, the peoples with traditions of heaven of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, whether practicing or not, have their faiths emblazoned on the flag. Settling the 3 and national class rule above the one divide standard, the eyes behind the fire protect everyone's freedom to earn and build a home without trespass. Remembering the Holocaust and the Nakba, the peoples of the book rejoice with the Sal's-encoded medallions and unite as 2 freedoms free across the Holy Land. Pro Sem, the peoples of the Holy Land hold the head and home medallions as lights to the world to give rise from the FML FIREs the military phoenixes of cooperative security heights. With 2 orders of constitutionally interested governance at work, justice is delivered, and a zone of politics is unmade. With the gold and digital plateau elevated from the river to the sea, barren are made the excesses.